Hey, it's Deep. In this video I'm going to review the movie Black Phone. So I watched this movie over a week ago, and it is about two young children, a boy and a girl, who are living with their single father. I think their mother has passed away, and they go to school and they experience the normal life of like getting bullied and all that kind of stuff. They witness a fight with two kids. This movie takes place in the 1970s, if I remember correctly. And so basically, life is just going normal like the way it is for two kids. And eventually, the boy gets kidnapped by a guy who drives a black van, and he has like these balloons. So this guy is actually this guy wears a mask, and he sprays the kid, so the kid gets knocked unconscious, and then he just shoves him into this van. And then the kid wakes up in his basement. There's like one mattress there and a black phone on the wall. So then the kid starts to hear the phone ring, and when he says hello on the phone, some of the other children that have been killed by this guy starts talking to him. They tell him how they tried to escape, and they give him some hints to help him escape in some ways. Most of his escape attempts fail all the way until the end, when he gets a really good plan. The police go and ask his sister questions because they're trying to investigate this kidnapping. And I think the characters in this movie are really good, and the cinematography is really good too. The two child actors are very, very good. In one scene, like one of them is getting abused by their father, and it's a pretty sad scene. And there's some fighting in it as well, like with the boy and some of the bullies, stuff like that. It's brutal. This kidnapper is nicknamed the Grabber, and he's a serial killer. He just likes to kidnap little boys who are like teenagers and then murder them eventually. So he plays a game with them, like he leaves the door open one time and then he's just up there in the kitchen, sitting there with like a leather belt, and if the kid tries to escape, he beats the shit out of them or something like that. It doesn't show that part. It just shows him sitting there because this boy named Finney manages to survive, so that kind of stuff doesn't really happen to him. But for the previous boys, this kind of a thing does happen. That's what the movie is kind of implying. And the acting by the serial killer is very good as well. It's really creepy and eerie. You can just tell that there's something off about this guy. Like he's a psychopath. You can just tell. So I think his acting as a psychopath is really good. And I like the special effects in this film as well, with like all with the ghosts of the children appearing in the room, in the basement, while Finney is actually talking to them on the phone. So I thought that was really cool. Some of them have like blood all over them and stuff like that, because that's how they died. So eventually, So eventually Finney does manage to escape, and then he actually ends up killing this guy. So it's pretty cool. Overall, I think this movie was a very, very good psychological thriller. I really like the sound effects and stuff like that in this movie as well. So I'm gonna say that I'll give this movie a 8.5 out of 10, just because it's so good for a modern day thriller and horror movie. Alright, bye. Talk to you later.